a tutorial on how to make the sukuna moves for my moveset. And so basically, you're gonna wanna either make a custom animation or just like anything basically. And so you're gonna use you're gonna go to insert, hitboxes, standard. I use standard. And then you're gonna go to branches and you're gonna see something that says hit branches. And then it'll say this, take whatever slot you want, then you put in a bunch of visuals, like I put in some sounds, some slashes, and this applies to the player that you're hitting. So that's what it looks like whenever I hit somebody. And so if you want this like little manga thing, you're gonna go to effects in insert. You're gonna go to manga panel. Now you're gonna put it in here. It's gonna say this is. Personally, I use. I like Indie Flower. It just looks pretty like good on it like that. You could just put like anything you want here, like that, you know. And then for open, I'm gonna do that next. Let's go to open because that's the main one, I guess. Okay, so for open, if you want to do it, you're gonna have to need to do an emote or an animation by yourself. And I used, like, you can use any star particles. You need to, like, attach it to the limbs of your character. To do that, you can go to position, anchor attachment, right arm. That's what I'm doing. You can do any limb. Then, you know, you can also go to text color, pick, get your colors. Trail, I put a little trail on mine so it looks nice. And to get these little floating rocks, it's where manga panel is. You look around. I can't really see it. Am I blind? Okay, it's right here. You're gonna get floating rocks. There's gonna be floating rocks. Radius is like how far you want it to be. Rock amount is how many rocks you want. Duration is how long it's gonna last. Max size and minimum size are how big the rocks are gonna be. So if I do 20, those are gonna be some big rocks. And for these impact frames and the camera shake, wait, right. For the camera shake like that, it's I get like all of my effects in effects. So this is what it is. She's like, can't see anything. Okay. Is it in utility? Oh yeah, some of them are in utility, like impact frames. Yeah. Camera shake, yeah. I got impact frames by one of the presets. True Rage Impact. This is what I got for open. And hit, you want to go to effects to do the hit effect. Burn crater, which makes a little crater of rocks, obviously, like this. And then shatter, which doesn't work, but you also want screen flash. you don't have to have it. Floating rocks, and then to get that dark effect, I use darken environment, and I didn't really like change it all that much, but besides make it like a little lighter, and then yeah. Now we're gonna move on to theme. So I used a ID, and to use IDs, you go load, you go sound. Now you can drag one of these in. You click on it. You put custom sound any ID you want, any volume, any speed. I don't think you can rename it at the moment, but yeah. I used the fall animation, the email. Let's make it go like this. I also added some sounds. You could get sounds right there. And then I used the heart beating effect, which I need to fix real quick. Or not. It doesn't matter. Then I use Malevolent Aura for the aura effect whenever he gets up. I used footsteps, small cloth, and no like major effects in this. Then we're gonna move on to I haven't showed these yet, but world cutting slash. So world cutting slash is a little tricky to make, but basically this is how the move looks right now. Obviously, well, that was wrong. Yeah. How you want to get that? You go to your hitbox. You see projectile. Click on it. Projectile, speed, all that stuff. Pierce too. So pierce just makes it like go through people, multiple people. There's an amount. So if it pierces through too many people, it stops. I usually put it at its highest because it's like slices and they're not supposed to stop. They pierce you, but alright. Now, also dismantle is one of the main ones I use for this because that's what he does. He really likes doing that. And then we have Malevolent Shrine and I don't know why the slashes aren't working, but how you want to do this is like, so if you have a part or maybe just a visual like this, there's a little brown button right here. You click it, and then, so they're like keyframes. If you know how keyframes work, then this will be easy. Because, okay, so I made the shrine down here, and then the next keyframe was it coming up here. And if you want to do the domain like coming in like that, then you're gonna need to have the transparency at 1, and then the next keyframe at 0. So it goes like this. And how you get everything to stay in place is very simple, very easy. You go to main, No, you don't go to main wait. You go, you press locked to part, and it makes everything stay in place. And cleave, I used a grab to, you know, grab the person, and how you get them to like fly like this, like that. Um, you want to go to. Oh, you want to make another hitbox as soon as your grab releases the grab. I keep stuttering. Jeez, this is a very boring tutorial, I will say. But you want to go to on hit damage, how much you want. You can put anything there. Launch, you can do up for if you want them to go up. So they would go up like that, and then to get them to go like this, so kind of like throw them like that. You want to look for pushback and put it up to how much you want. If you put it up to the max, it's kind of cartoonish. But if that's what you want, then there you go. And then to get things to destroy, burn, um, you just want a hitbox. And if you want it to destroy everything, turn on destroy trees, destroy trash can, and destroy bench. And if you want it to do all that and burn, then you can turn on burn too. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye.